YouTube family, it is Lady Thor 84 coming at you. Today is Friday, April 28th, 2017. I wanted to give you an update. Actually, you know what? Before I even get into an update, I was so irritated with myself this morning because when I weighed myself, I was over my limits. Granted, yesterday I ate a lot. I could, for some reason, it was like an endless pit that could never close. It was like a black hole that I could never close, and I don't know why, but you know, apparently our bodies do that ever so often, and yesterday was one of them. But it brought me over, when I weighed myself this morning, it brought me over my limit. So I'm slowly, not slowly, but as my way into work this morning, I was okay. I need to get serious because I don't want to get over this point, and I'm kind of getting down on myself about it, but down to the point where that I want to do something instead of crying about it. So as I'm driving in this morning, my thoughts run rapidly. And one of them was for me to get back onto the liquid diet before, like how it was before, before you get your surgery. So my thoughts on that is I will slowly get up to it, where starting May 1st, I'm going to go back on the liquid diet. And I'll do that for, I think, approximately 2 weeks is when we did it. I gotta check back on that. It was either 2 or 3 weeks. You guys remember? I think it's 2 or 3 weeks when you have to be on your liquid diet. Actually, you could be on your liquid diet whenever, but however long, I think. But I think it was the minimum of 2 weeks. So I am tasking myself to do that starting May 1st. That's Monday. Is that Monday? Yes, Monday. Starting the week off right. I am going to go strictly on a liquid diet for 2 weeks. I'm going to start off at 2 weeks and then work my way, maybe even doing 3, but let's do 2 weeks for now. So that means a lot of restrictions again, as I haven't been on a restrictive diet for a year. Yes, for about a year now. Because I haven't restricted myself on what to eat. The only thing that was restrictive was the amount that I could eat, and I'm finding that I'm able to eat a lot more than I had been before. So now I have to go back on a restricted diet, because if I keep this up, I'm gonna go beyond my allowable 140 to 160 pounds. So yes, I had weighed myself this morning and I came in at 161. And some may say, hello, that's not even a lot. But for me, when I set myself a goal to, I'm moving the screen around. When I set myself a goal, I want to stick to it. And when I don't stick to it, I get upset at myself. So I am doing that. This coming Monday, I'm going to do a restrictive cleanse liquid diet only. And just to make it more interesting for myself, so I can keep myself in check, I want to do a daily check-in. So I'll make a video of myself in the morning or afternoon, whatever day it is, and give you a highlight of where I'm at, meaning how my emotions are. Because I remember when I first did the liquid diet for this, before my surgery, I had no problems. I didn't crave anything. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything, and it was probably because I was so determined that I didn't care that I had to go on this diet or this on this route. So I had no complaints for myself. But I know for this one it might be a little harder because, yeah, it might be a little harder. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna task myself. That is kind of my update for you folks right now. And yes, so I kind of gave you my stats already. So my highest unrecorded was 220 to 230 pounds. I am 5'7.5". I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy in May 19th of 2015. So that is coming up on my 2-year surgiversary within I guess less than a month. With less than a month, I'll have my 2-year surgiversary. So maybe that's a good thing too. I mean, I can come in at a good weight under, you know, within my goal that I was looking for on my 2nd anniversary. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So, yeah, that's what I have for you folks. I have been, like I said before, we have gym memberships, but it doesn't open until May. So what we have been trying to do, and we did over the weekend, was kind of just going walking and around the area to kind of check out what's there. And I was definitely not prepared for it because I only had like a thin jacket, and it was cold outside for me. And yeah, I wasn't prepared. I should have had a warmer jacket. But that's what I have. So now it's like, now I'm not in maintenance mode. Now it's like I need to lose mode. So for the past year, I've been in maintenance mode. Meaning, you know, I was still within my 140 and 160 range, and I wasn't restricting myself. I kind of just let it go and see what happens. And well, this is what happens when you let it go, I guess, you know, especially if you let it go for too long. And I get it, like sometimes your body just needs to eat, you know, like it just needs to eat. Like yesterday, I kid you not, so every morning I usually have honey bunches of oat and just like a real small bowl. Here, I'll show you guys. So a real small bowl. I kind of use these, well, I don't use these anymore. I'm actually going to start using these again for like all my meals. But before, right after my surgery, I used to use these little cups or these little bowls. These are like kitty bowls with even a kitty spoon and fork. And that would help me know how much I'm actually eating just by the look of it, because it's always better to actually weigh it. But after a while, I just didn't weigh it, and I just started going by the look of the portion. And if it fit within this bowl and, you know, not full up, and it just fit maybe halfway, then I know that was the amount that I could eat, meaning that my stomach was still restricting me to do so. And so over the year, I started noticing that it was raising a little bit, so I know that my portions were getting bigger. So every morning I have honey bunches of oats with raisins, and I just fill it up to maybe here now, right? That's like half bowl, and then I put milk in it. The milk is like, I don't know, half cup, maybe a little bit more. I use 1% milk. I'm not much of a milk person, so it might be just a color thing. Because I can actually add water. Like if I just have a little, I've done this a lot, but if I just have a little bit of milk and I put it in and it's not filled up to the top of the cereal portion, you know, I would just put water in it. I know a lot of people might think that's odd, whatever, but it tastes the same to me. Before, I used to just have water with my cereals. It tastes the same, just as long as it's cold. So yeah, and then I just put raisins, like, so this is my new raisin container, and no biggie, great value. I mean, I really don't go for brand name type stuff. To me, they're pretty much the same. So that's what I usually do for breakfast, right? And I do that every morning for breakfast, except for probably Saturday and Sundays, because my husband and I would just go out and eat, or we'll just cook at home, sausages, potato, bread, eggs. So normally on the weekends I have like eggs for breakfast. Okay, so anyways, yesterday I ate so much. I had my bowl of cereal, and then my manager actually called me up and she's like, hey, go, let's go out for breakfast, and let's go eat for breakfast. I'm like, all right, cool. Anyway, so we got there at the breakfast place, and she orders this, it's like a ham steak with 2 poached eggs and like a vegetable medley. It had mushrooms, onions, peppers, tomatoes. I think that's it. Onions? Did I say onions? And so I was like, oh, that sounds so good. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the same thing. So her and I ended up getting the same thing. I ate half of that meal, and I kid you not, the ham steak was probably as big as my face. Okay, but it was so good. So anyways, I got that. So I ate about half of it already. We came back to the, to our trailer, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm still hungry. I'm hungry again. So I warmed it up a little, and then I had some more. I didn't finish it. And then I put it away. And then, like, no joke, maybe an hour or two later, I'm hungry again. So I ended up eating leftovers that I had yesterday. I had like a pasta with cheese. It was like rigatoni and just like a little bread. I mean, granted, it wasn't a lot. It was just like, my container was like this. And I would say it was like maybe half of, like a third of that container. But I was still hungry, so I ate that. And then after that, I had probably like an hour later, well, maybe not more than an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I was like, oh my God, I'm hungry again. So I ended up, I had another leftover container that I actually brought for lunch the day before. And I was like, well, I didn't eat this, so I'm gonna eat this, which was rice, fish, and nori, which is that green seaweed paper, and corn. I was like, oh my God, that sounds so good. So I warmed some of that up, and the amount that I warmed up was, I put it in my bowl again, and it was like this, maybe, yeah, it was like that. It wasn't that much, but the fact of the matter is that I still ate. So I ate that, ended up going home. My husband made this, oh my God, it was so good. It was a tikka masala, and so he had that with some chicken, some potatoes in there, and he made coconut rice with kidney beans, and then he had some flatbread, some whole wheat flatbread for us, and had that. But before we even had dinner, before the dinner was ready, I actually had it was this new beer that came out. It's called sweet tea, hard sweet tea or something, and it's alcoholic tea. So I actually tried it, and I'm like, oh, not bad. When you first drink it, it's not too bad, but you keep drinking it, and I was like, oh, this is not good. It's like too sweet or something. So, anyways, I had like maybe a half bottle of that. I didn't finish it, and then finally it was dinner. So we had the tikka masala with the coconut rice and kidney beans and the wheat bread with butter. Oh my God, it was so good. It was delicious. Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that was just delicious. And so what I'm just trying to say is, sometimes your body just it just wants more food than what you've been giving it. And because of all that food that I ate yesterday, and I haven't been restricting myself, I haven't been on my game with having more meat or more protein than carbs. I've been having a lot of carbs. So this is what happens, guys. You go over your limit at times, and it's not always gonna be easy. And I will tell you, for about a good year, it was easier than I thought it was going to be. But now I want to nip it in the butt and be like, hey, you are over your limit by a pound. Yes, it's only a pound, granted, but it's a pound and you don't want it to go any further than that. I'm telling myself that, right? So anyways, I hope you stay with me on this journey again. And starting May 1st to May 2nd, sorry, starting May 1st and for about a couple weeks, I'm going to be on a liquid diet. And if I decide to be like, okay, liquid diet is enough for me, then at least you'll be on that journey and I can be accountable for that. But I'll keep in touch with you folks, and you have a great weekend. It's going to be a wonderful day today. And you guys have a good one. Thanks. Bye.